think about when you're a teenager, right? And whether you're a good kid or you didn't make some great decisions, when you're a teenager, your brain, until you're in your mid-20s, is not fully formed. So we have young people who are impulsive. When it comes to our kids today, what equates to part of their value, part of their self-image, is documenting where they are and what they're doing. And I could write a book about the things I've seen where I'm like, listen, you decided to smoke that bomb and you took a picture. Did you think that was a good idea? But they do. And from inappropriate pictures, but Lawler, I just sent it to the people that I was friends with. And so somebody gets upset at somebody, okay, at some point, because that's just what happens, and you take a picture of what's on the phone, not even a screenshot, meaning someone's phone and taking a picture, and that picture circulates. And what our kids don't realize is people are watching. We now have universities hiring people full time. Think about this. And they are looking within our circle that has been affected by addiction, correct? And now we're in a world when it comes to prescription pills. The one angle with our kids is this generation with middle school and high school are unlike any generation before because they have grown up and know nothing other with communication than their cell phone and social media. When you talk with kids who are in their 20s, they still there was a home phone, there was a little bit, there wasn't instant immediate. And you're like, well, how does that correlate? Totally correlates. Because they've been subjected, and it was some average of thousands of hours that they've heard, just like we have, of little commercials. You're feeling kind of crappy, there's a little cloud over your head, and you're feeling funkadelic. What do? Take something. Check my phone to see if, whoever's been Narcan again. Checking my phone if they bounced out of rehab. Addiction is here, and it's not going anywhere. But you're not alone. And here's where it plays into with you guys. When we try to deal with our crap by ourselves, not good things happen. And I'm going to explain that to you a little bit. Any of you guys ever boiled pasta before? They're like, she's asking us questions about cooking. Okay, so you super put the pot on the stove, right? What goes in the pot? Water. You crank it up. You put the top on. You walk away for 20 minutes. You come back. You open the lid. What happens? Is it boiling or what comes out? You're like, right, the steam and the super hot burning beadlets of death, right? You're like, oh my God, right? So, but then you're like, what does it have to do with us? Everything. So when you're going through life alone and you're like, whether it's addiction, whether it's self-harm, whether it's, I get a stomach ache in my stomach every morning before I come to school or I go to work for an anxiety or depression, and you try to just do it alone, the reality is at some point, that spaghetti, that water boils, the top opens, somebody gets burned. Addiction is everywhere. And if we were to be very honest and real with ourselves, more than half of us in this room have somebody we care about that is struggling with an addiction. And one of my focuses when I speak to people is us becoming less uncomfortable talking about addiction and mental health. Because we are in a point in this time in society, we are in an explosion of anxiety, depression, and addiction is going through the roof. And I don't, I say when I talk to people, whether you're the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, you're a grandparent, you're a neighbor, you're a teacher, you have a pulse. This message applies to you.